Hey everybody, it's Jesse of Mesa Turf Masters, and this is Turf Talk. So today on Turf Talk, this episode is going to be based around your sprinkler system, different types of irrigation you may have, different types of sprinkler heads, what you can do to really optimize those sprinklers so that you have the best coverage possible. So we've got some short clips that we can take you out into the field and see what the different applications are for these different types of sprinkler heads and how they can really contribute to the best possible sprinkler coverage that you can have. So watering is a key important ingredient to a healthy landscape. So stay tuned. Got a few clips about what we can do to adjust those sprinklers, different types of sprinklers, and how we can help you if you're stuck in a situation where you're not quite sure what to do, or if the lawn is showing some signs of drought stress. So here you go. So when you're adjusting your sprinklers, there's a few things you want to look for so you have proper coverage. One of those being your left to right pattern, whether it's a fan spray that's fixed motion or these ones that oscillate back and forth for your left to right coverage. You're going to want to also check the nozzle, making sure you're getting a nice stream, whether that be a fan spray or more of a rounded out spray for longer distances. And then ultimately those two things will come into play when your duration of it, how long you're watering for. So you can see here this sprinkler is not adjusted quite right because we're not getting all the way to this edge of the lawn and we're not getting all the way to this edge of the lawn. And it's also coming out at a very narrow stream. So we want to break that stream up with the adjustment in this sprinkler head itself to give it more of a fan type spray so that all the areas right around the sprinkler head get nice coverage and not just everything shooting up and over it. And then we also need to widen its stance so that it can hit all the way to this edge and all the way to this edge, so we have nice coverage all the way to each grass edge. So when you're adjusting these sprinkler heads, while the water's on, it's really easy to remove this cap. And you can set that off to the side, and you can now see that this head has a blue nozzle in it, and the adjustment screw is all the way out. So to break this stream up, because you can see it's a really tight stream, you just need to screw this in. Sometimes you can do it with your finger. You may need a little flathead screwdriver. But you can see as I screw it in further and further, it starts to disrupt that stream. So you get more of a fan-like spray. That's really going to help for the coverage right off the sprinkler head and not have it shoot as far. You may need to adjust this a little bit back and forth depending on how your head distance is. But that gives us a much better fan spray for these areas that are going to cover right along the sprinkler head. And also down here is your adjustments for left to right. You can see this mechanism is bouncing back and forth in between there. So just to open this up so I get all the way to this edge, I can move this one this way. Now it's hitting further this way. And I can move this one this way, a little more. Now it's hitting all the way on this side. So at this point, this sprinkler head is adjusted fairly well. We're getting coverage on both edges of the lawn, and the stream is broken up so that you get a nice fan type spray. You can see the other heads, how they're all kind of a fan spray. So now if this one adjusted appropriately, you should have really good sprinkler coverage. And then you can pop this right back down on here, and you're good to go. So this is another type of lawn that we like to take care of. It's smaller, kind of some irregular shapes to it. You've got curves that go in and curves that go out, and then you've got a nice straight line right down here, right along the property line. So for these smaller lawn applications, we typically will do a pop-up head. That's where it recesses into the ground and pops up. So you can see here, it pops up out of the ground and you get a nice fan type spray. That fan spray is going to help for these smaller lawns because you're going to get even coverage the whole way. These middle heads, they cover to the outside sprinklers, and these ones along the edge are going to shoot inward. So you got a 180-degree pan of direction here, 360-degree in the middle. And as you can tell, with this great overlap head-to-head coverage, that the lawn is really benefiting from that. It's nice and evenly green, not really any dry spots to say, and it's cut at a really good height. So all those factors really go into play. So proper sprinkler heads and then proper coverage. And with these pop-ups, you can actually get different nozzles that are fully adjustable for range, so your 10, 12-foot nozzle, and then the ones that can adjust left to right. So for these rounded curved edges, you can get that to adjust more than 180 degrees or less than 90, kind of like this sprinkler head over here in the corner. So coverage is going to be great on this lawn, and as you can see, it's just doing really well with the good coverage. So this is one of those adjustable nozzles on these pop-up heads. You can see as on this straight line edge that's kind of out of adjustment. It's only spraying like at a 90 degree, but you can open these up. Simple twist of this mechanism right here, and now you're getting much better coverage. Here in Grand Junction, Colorado, Mesa County, a lot of our lawns and trees and irrigation systems come from the local canals and local ditches. This is water that's irrigated through the town and through the cities in these channels. These channels divert the water, and they use these certain gates to direct it to certain homeowners or subdivisions, and that's what we get to use here, and we're lucky enough to use that to water our lawns. So you can see though, pulling this water from the river, the Colorado, some of it can come with debris, and that debris can clog your irrigation system up, clog sprinkler heads. So making sure that your sprinkler heads are flowing properly and they aren't clogged with debris or sediment is a big key factor. So utilizing this water comes from the local source here, the Colorado River. We get a benefit from that, but there is some, it's a catch-22 where you get, good source of water, but also get some debris that flow with that. So as this water is diverted to your property, you want to make sure that you're keeping it nice and clean, good filtration system, and monitoring those sprinkler heads so that you don't have any clogged up heads, nozzles, anything of that nature, so you get good coverage on your lawn. So you can see from those short clips out in the field, there are a bunch of different types of sprinklers and how they function and how they can really help you in your landscape. So stay tuned, make sure to hit our like button, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. We're going to have some more videos about mowing, different mow patterns, how that can help your grass. Seeding, so if your lawn has endured any damage throughout the year, you can seed those areas to help repair that and fill that back in, and different things you can do over the winter to help with the dormancy of that grass so that it comes nice and thick and full in the springtime. So stay tuned for our next episode of Turf Talk.